Hey everybody, welcome back to A Brief on Grief. Today I want to talk about embracing wobbliness. And you're probably like, what is that all about? And um, I I may have shared this in a previous video, but I truly believe from my personal experience, from talking to people and working with people around me, that the two things that we grieve the most in life, I believe that we, like our souls, grieve the most in life, is a lack of joy and play and the disconnection or a lack of connection with our true authentic selves. I truly believe that this is so much of the grief that we carry around in our hearts. Of course, not related to the different losses and stuff that related to relationships with people and other things in our lives. But I think the relationship with ourselves, our true authentic selves, before all the programming and the fears and the crap got piled and on top of us and weighed us down like armor, I believe that yes, the disconnection of that true self is what we're holding grief the most. And then of course the joy and play thing, that's a whole other video. I think maybe I've talked about it before, but I'm going to hone in on the grieving of the loss of our authentic self. So I mean, we know we all long, this is how it's connected to joy and play too. We long for the easiness and the freeness of when we were young, right? Some of that easiness and freeness feeling that we're searching and longing for is actually that play and joy energy. Keeping it to the authentic self, but our authentic self is that most playful self. Our authentic self, I just thought of it, is our clown, is the clown in us, the energy that loves to be playful and free and joke and has fears but is not limited to jump and dive into things and try new things that are scary. Even if we fall down and get knocked down, we get back up. That's like the philosophy and the image of clown, and the clown is our true authentic self. And I truly believe we are grieving that big time in our souls and holding that pain and heaviness in our bodies. And I got a reminder of this, not the weekend now, so the last weekend, when I did a workshop, and I did it for the first time. I did like the design of it for the first time, and it was wobbly. I did two previous workshops directed kind of differently, and they were actually quite flow and easy and fun. This one was a little bit trickier for a number of different reasons. And I thought, yeah, okay, this is the wobbliness. This is the wobbliness. You know, when I went through a period of like, okay, yep, this isn't personal for me. I can see what things worked, what didn't work, how I'd love to expand it with greater time and greater like freedom to do this, and this. But some of the emotions that came up with the wobbliness and awkwardness of it, right? The fumbling with your words, the figuring out how all the material is going to fit in the time that you have, making sure everybody has time to go pee and have a break, all of those things. And getting used to like a new venue and how a new venue works as well. So many new things. Like I can't talk about new things without thinking of Brene Brown's like brilliant FFT term. FFT, fucking first times. Censor that if somebody's around you that might care about that. But that FFT term, it just is with me and in my heart all the time as I take these like courageous like leaps and steps to like try things differently and live a totally different way. And I mean, honestly, I'm living this way because of this process I've gone through with honoring the grief and honoring the loss and realizing you gotta to discover and live your most authentic self. First, you have to embrace the wobbliness of thinking that you were wrong or that the things that you have learned about life and yourself were actually lies and misunderstandings, and the impact that that's had on your joy and happiness and the things that you've been longing for in life. And the vulnerability and the wobbliness of realizing, then how do I do it differently? And then taking different steps and doing things differently, speaking differently, thinking differently, sharing yourself differently. Again, the wobbliness of embracing the true you in ways that you've never done before. because that challenges every aspect of your life, right? It challenges the way you look at yourself. It challenges the way you look at your relationships, the people in your relationships, and the way you relate with them, your relationship with the whole world, your relationship with your body, your relationship with money, like your relationship with everything literally starts shifting and vamping and vamping. I don't know where that came from, but shifting and everything. I mean, I've done a couple videos on the shakeup, the shakiness of change and wobbliness, and that's exactly what it is, right? But if you're not in a place where you can do things that you're not going to be perfect at and be okay with it, and go into something knowing that it's going to be wobbly and you're not going to have all the answers for it, that's the only way. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. That's the only way that you can actually change, right? That's the only way that you can uncover, you like unwrap and uncover all the crap and the beliefs that have been on you all your life about who you should be and who you shouldn't be, and how your life is supposed to be termed successful and healthy. And it takes a lot of courage to start to peel off all that stuff and to shine your authentic self. It is not an easy journey. Like I'm here, I'm on a lifelong journey of doing this and just recording it in videos to you. But that wobbliness is key. If I would have taken my experience from last weekend personally out of something that I did wrong, or something that meant that it was faulty about me, that it was wobbly and awkward, then I'd just feel deflated, and there's no way that I could have tried that kind of experience again. But to bring it outside of yourself and just realize it's the wobbliness of throwing yourself out there and doing something that you don't know how to do, and that is normal, and that is beautiful, and that's what's going to lead you to the beauty that you're looking for. So again, embrace, try your best to embrace those FFTs, man. They're the fucking first time. Brene puts an energy behind that to show that it's hard, but it's powerful. Embrace those FFTs, embrace that it's going to be wobbly, that it's going to be imperfect. The only way that you get better and you figure out something and figure out what your true path and who your true authentic self is to meander through those wobbly paths and figure it out along the way. But if you take it personally, that the missteps and the wobbliness along the way, that it will just shut you down. And so embracing the wobbliness to shine your true self. We're grieving that. We're grieving that we're not doing that. We're grieving the life that we long for. And the life that we long for is about uncovering that magnificence and that shine of our true selves. That reminds me of a quote. Wallace Wattles says, "Your most authentic true self is your most seductive self." So shining, uncovering and shining your most authentic self is what will attract everything that you want into your life. Anything that you dream of, it will come to you when you're shining that part of you. And our souls are grieving the loss of that and are just waiting for us to embrace that. So embrace the wobbliness, shine your magnificent true self, and transform your life into something that you barely recognize, but brings you so much excitement and passion, and it's just flowing out of me right now. So yeah, do it, just do it. Okay, see you next time. Bye. Oh, I messed up my button. Okay, bye for real this time.